My name is Jordan Burnett. I am the head coach at Starting Strength Dallas. I found Starting Strength like a lot of people do. I was in and out of the gym for a long time. This was about a decade ago now. Doing what everybody does, doing what you read on the internet, things that wouldn't work, right? I wasn't really getting the results that I wanted. I wasn't getting bigger or stronger. I remember vividly sitting down one day at my computer and typing into Google simple strength training program because I was just tired of spinning my wheels. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, this shouldn't be this difficult. This doesn't seem like I need some secret key to unlock, getting bigger and stronger. I found Starting Strength. It was the first result that popped up. I was a really, really little, weak guy. I weighed about 135, 140 pounds when I first started lifting weights. All the stuff that comes along with that, I think, a general lack of confidence, a general feeling of not being very useful just in everyday life. A lot of that was probably psychological, but I think one of the great things that I've discovered about lifting is that the psychology tends to follow the action of going from being very weak to getting very strong. The results that I got from doing that and committing to this process and eating a lot of food was just unparalleled to anything that I'd ever done or seen anybody else do. I mean, like, all of my friends were within, 3 to 6 months of me doing this stuff. They're like, what are you doing? Right. Like, because I was significantly bigger and it was noticeable. Right. I mean, it permeated everything, man. I mean, there was a difference in the way I carried myself. There was a difference in the way I spoke to people. I think the process that your kind of brain goes through subjecting yourself to doing really hard stuff all the time, and this process of this feedback loop where you have this continuous cycle of growth, of getting better. It does a lot for your brain, and it was noticeable to everybody pretty quick. I think I knew pretty quick that this is something that I wanted to do. I didn't know at the time that it was possible to turn it into a legitimate career. It was just kind of an interest of mine that I was very heavily invested in. And so I started, coaching friends, coaching family for free, just to kind of dip my feet in and see if it's something that I actually enjoyed doing. And at the time I was working at a very kind of cushy desk job, which I hated. And I don't know, I couldn't really see myself sitting at a desk for the next 40, 50 years of my life. And I'd said, listen, I would rather do something that I actually enjoy if there's a way to make this work, let's find out. So I did the thing that I advise nobody do, which is quit my cushy job that pays well with no real savings and no backup plan. I started working at a big box gym, making about 25% of my income. Using a method like this in a facility like that is pretty self-limiting. These places have maybe 2 squat racks if we're lucky. And, the main thing that you have going against you in a place like that is, you're trying to sell this method to people conceptually, and it really kind of flies in the face of everything being touted in the fitness industry, especially in a big gym, because now you have all this other stuff on the gym floor, right? All these machines, all these people doing all this wacky shit. And people get curious, right? They're like, well, all we do is squats and deadlifts and presses and bench presses. And, I want to do what this guy's doing. Why can't we do that? Right. And it's like the facility, the environment works against you in that way. So I did that for a long time. Eventually I started coaching people out of my house. I did that for about a year. And actually I hit up JD from the Houston gym, because I heard that there was a franchise gym that was coming to Houston. I didn't know about the Dallas one yet. So I found JD and I emailed him and I said, hey, I'm interested in coming to work here. And he said, hey, listen, like a gym is coming to Dallas. Let me send you this guy's information. And that's how Brent and I connected. So yeah, so I've been here at the Dallas gym since we opened on day one. My favorite thing about working here is feeling fulfilled about my job. There's a lot to be said for that. And this is, coming from someone who's worked a lot of jobs where I felt very unfulfilled. The people I get to work with are awesome, both the staff, the coaches, and all of the members. I mean, there's not one of them that I wouldn't go hang out with outside of the gym. And I have a lot with these people. I mean, we coach great people. It doesn't really feel like coming to work a lot of the time. It feels like I get to go hang out with my friends, honestly. I mean, you see these people for 3 times a week, 2-3 times a week for years on end. I mean, they become your friends, they become your family. Knowing that I'm doing just a little something to contribute to society in a real kind of tangible way makes it very worth it for me.
Where do you see like the future for you?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know that I've thought that far ahead. I'll be honest, I'm really happy with where I'm at right now. I mean, I worked for the goal initially when I first started working here was to get my credential. I did that. The next goal was to become head coach. I did that. I'm kind of, I don't want to say resting on my laurels, but maybe basking a little bit. It feels good to be where I'm at. I'm happy here for the time being.